Oh shit, man. I somehow wound up at Discovery Harbour in Penetanguishene. And it's on King George IV. It's an old naval harbor that was erected after the War of 1812 to protect passageway up into Lake Huron. Was used for harbor duties, crossing rivers, transporting people and goods from ship to shore. She could be rigged with a sprit sail or poled with 4 oars. The skiff was traditionally used as a ship's boat for the HMS B.
Discovery Harbour is a 19th century British naval and military garrison located on the shores of Penetanguishene, Ontario. Its roots date back to 1793 when it was established to defend Upper Canada during the War of 1812 and as an ideal spot to protect and maintain ships. Known for its warships, a replica of the HMS Tecumseh is docked at its shores. The original was eventually decommissioned and ended up being sunk in the bay, but the remains of the original hull can still be found at the museum on site. The Navy eventually moved out and the military took over, and it remained a safeguard until 1856 when the British handed it over to the Canadian government. Over the years, more and more reports of ghostly figures, apparitions, and strange occurrences have taken place among the reconstructed buildings that scatter over the 30 acres of this base. Perhaps some of the sailors, soldiers, and their families that made up this community never left.
So that was interesting. I didn't know this, but all the colored flags that go up the side of the boat to the top of the mast were all used for sending different messages. Each color and pattern represented a different letter or word or number. Very cool. Hello? Is anybody home? Nice. I can get by with this. Working shop. For me, and the antiquity of stuff like this, it's all about that smell, that old wood smell where you can tell that it's been around for, 100 years or so. Smells crazy. sit in here and right at my desk and smoke my pipe. They would just make their way all the way up this hill and look out on the harbor. Looks like a storm's rolling in. Waiting at any minute for somebody to open this hole. Any minute to pop out and scare me in uniform or something. Wow, game of checkers. Aggravated at Captain's finest. Guess that would be some sort of game to help them occupy, like a type of ring toss. That's probably what it is. Canteen. They do say that Discovery Harbour is haunted. There's been stories of like when they did the reopenings and the reenactments and stuff like that, they would allow people to camp here, and they'd wake up in the morning and they'd see old naval officers that were transparent and stuff like that. I mean, a lot of people put a lot of time and energy, you know, into their lives back in the early 1800s in protecting the waterways here. It's interesting that we have, you know, such a short history as a nation, but such a culturally rich history as a nation, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Hello? I wonder whose place this is. Maybe I'd do a spirit box session. you just say Penetanguishene? You did. I heard that. I heard it say Penetanguishene. So let's see where we are. I think we are at 15. I don't think this is the stable in the chickens. I think we're at 14. Home of the clerk in charge. For George Childs, the ability to entertain occasional guests was an appreciated advantage at this remote outpost. George Childs, are you here? Yeah. How are you, sir? You're feeling good? Thank you for entertaining me. It's a lovely little outpost you have here. We do get along. Thank you, George. Have a nice day. Interesting. George Childs. Let's see what we're making of it. This fucking thing which went off in my pocket again. So this here, 15, would be the stables. Hurry up, get this rain. Nice little day to walk through an old haunted naval base. Oh, what is this? What is this? I think there's a fucking old cemetery up here. There it is. 16. Cemetery. Dating from the military period, the graves of 2 soldiers and a young girl serve as a reminder of the harshness of life in the Canadian outback. Right here. Age 10 years and 97 days. That's the little girl's tomb. Wax. Somebody's burning a candle. I wonder. Oh my God, a little girl's voice just came through. Is that you, Rosanna? Can you say your name, Rosanna? It just told me to leave it alone. I'm getting goosebumps here, man. Thank you, Rosanna. Bye. Sorry, what? Oh, these are the newer tombstones. These are the original. I'm just seeing it here. Aged 10 years and 97 days. Thank you, Rosanna. Take care. And this is where John and Sam lie. Thank you for your service, John and Sam. Bye. It just said Rosanna. Bye. Sleep. Very interesting. I didn't know there was a little graveyard there, and it had 2 soldiers and a little girl, and the spirit box actually had the voice of a little girl come through. That's pretty cool. I wonder what's over here. 17, 18, possibly 19. Commanding officer's house. Captain Samuel Roberts, this is the main guy, accompanied by his wife Rosamond and her sister Letita. The commanding officer was afforded a servant who prepared the meals and attended to housekeeping duties. That's 18, that would be the servants' quarters. Make me a cake, bake me a pie. Wow. Oh, be right back. I gotta blast the fucking Duke. Oh, yeah. Right in here. Somebody actually went in the bathroom. I mean, like recently. It's gross. What's going on in here? This is where the captain was. Oh, that's his stuff right there. And his wife's clothes. And that's where I guess he would brush and wash up. Look at the sword. Do a spirit box session real quick in here. Samuel Roberts, are you here? Who is? Samuel Roberts, how are you? Hello, your wife? Rosanna? That's creepy. I gotta move because I got the rest of the tours catching up. Oh wow, this is nice. Bye, Mr. Roberts. Have a little game of cards, lose a little bit of money. Unfortunately, the rest of the tour kind of caught up with me and I had to vacate, but I was using the spirit box and I'm actually getting a lot of clear readings from it in this place. So is the old Discovery Harbour haunted? I think it probably is. What do we got here? This is 19. This would be the Naval Surveyor's House. Henry Barfield was based in Penetanguishene, conducting a survey of Lake Huron. Assisted by the new shipment, Collins. I wonder whose room was whose? Philip's or Henry's? Very interesting. They would survey the waterways when they had to design new maps to map out new areas and new lands being discovered up in Canada, so they knew, you know, what was what. And then when they had to report back, they would hand in the maps and the surveys that they did to the most accuracy, and then everything was just kind of added on from there. Now, next thing is 20. What is 20? From naval to military establishment, improved relations with the United States during 1820s led to the closure of the naval base in 1834. However, in 1828, the garrison from Drummond Island was transferred to Penetanguishene, and Navy and military coexisted at the facility for 6 years. The military establishment would remain in operation until 1856. Okay, so what you've seen prior was for the Navy and the port, and then all up in here is more or less from the military establishment. This here is the hanging tree where they hung the traders. Ooh. Okay. Now we are entering home of Fort Adjutant. Fort Adjutant James Keating managed to manage the military establishment's many bureaucratic functions. He lived at the base with his wife, Jane, and their 5 children. Wow. Still smells like it did probably 100 years or so ago. It's wild. I wonder what that thing is. It's the wash sink with the wash basin, towels. Hello? Okay, so where I'm at now is where the Naval fleet and the Army base met. I'm entering the Discovery Harbour, I guess, military establishment, if you will. What did the sign say? Parade Square, original officers' quarters. So, Parade Square. There you go. 21. I'm guessing this is Parade Square. What if they do like reenactments and stuff like that? This place is. It's pretty nice. Pumpkin Inferno. I like the sound of that. Sorry about the crinkling of the paper and the map. I was not born in octopi, so there's not too much I can do about that. It looks like there's some people out here. We're gonna see some old-timey figures. I don't know. I do not know. It's a hell of a walk. It is Hello there.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Is it okay if I film?
Yeah.
Yeah? Beautiful. This is the officers' quarters?
It is, yeah. So our officers' quarters, it's the only original building left on site.
Really?
Yeah, so all of the other buildings, except for the fireplace at the home of the Fort Adjutant and the 2 gravestones,
Yeah.
everything else has been reconstructed. Usually in the same place as it was before. This building in particular, it's where the officers would have been staying while they were here. They certainly lived a life of luxury. Typically, it was built for 3 officers to stay here at a time, but usually only 1 or 2 would stay here.
Okay.
They also had servants and a mess man that was here to basically tend to their every need.
Okay.
They also could kind of delegate their daily tasks to other people and enjoy more leisurely things like hunting and fishing. And then they also threw lavish dinner parties while they were here as well.
Okay. At any given point, how many officers would be staying in here?
Typically 1 or 2, but up to 3.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a lot.
No.
Yeah, because I guess there was the, what'd you call it, the fort?
The Fort Adjutant.
Yeah, that's where the commander or somebody stayed with his 5 kids? And...
Yeah, so he was living there with his wife and their 5 children.
Yeah.
So when they came here, they had, I believe they only had 2, but then they had 3 while they were staying here.
Okay, and how long were they here for?
They arrived, I believe they arrived in 1828, and then he passed away in 1849, but the family was able to stay here until 1856. When the military left, they left as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so you're more than welcome to head on in and check it out.
Is there anybody else on there?
I don't think so.
Nobody's gonna pop up and scare me?
No. Nobody should.
Hopefully not. Thank you. I've been doing a spirit box session over at the gravesite.
Okay.
And I had the voice of a little girl come through, so that was very
There is a little girl buried. One of the grave sites is for her.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't surprise me.
Okay. All righty. Well, it's nice and cool in here.
Yeah, so it's air conditioned.
I didn't know they had AC back then.
Yeah. So because it's an original building, to try and kind of keep up with.
Modern amenities.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna close the door behind you.
Thank you. This is crazy. This is wild. It's so nice because it's so hot outside. And there's like AC in here. But this is... original building. Oh, okay, I guess guess this is where the washrooms are. That's the exit. Can I see you through the keyhole? I see a mop bucket. I see a mop bucket. This is where all the dinner parties would happen, eh? There's fucking geese out there up to no good. Fucking gangbangers. Hello. Are there any officers here with me? Look at that cane. Any spies? No spies. Musket over the corner. Some sabers. A wolf or a coyote? A wolf. Wolf rug. Chests. The nightcap. Desk. That lounger. That's nice. Yeah. Walking stick, saber. Two other sabers over in the corner. Musket. Antlers up on the wall. Candles lit away. Big ass cannon up there. Alexander Hood Vincent Bridgeport. That guy looks like he will fuck your wife in a minute, but I would second that. This is... Oh shit, what's this? More sabers, muskets, rifles. Keep them in the corner by the bed. Walking sticks. That's wild. Okay, so it's a laundry basin. That's what that other thing was over there. They do the laundry and hang it out. Nice gold saber. One saber to rule them all. onion soup, braised duck, rice, roasted carrots, apple fritters, Madeira tea to procure, kale, trout, nutmeg and ginger, curry powder, pear, potatoes, carrots, parsnips.
It's the only original building left on site. This is where the officers would have been staying while they were here.
Holy goose shit. There's fucking shit everywhere. You step in because you might step in some goose shit. We are here. Wow, it's the real part, the original ship. Of the replica that was out on the bay. Look at this thing. The remains, that's some rotted wood. So that was like basically a museum with more of the history for the surrounding area for New Tecumseh. Had a few relics and stuff in it. All in all, I can say that this little adventure is pretty cool. I think it was $5 admission, and it gets you into all of this. A little beef print, a little brief piece of history, and on top of that, This place is slightly haunted as well. But looking at these skies up there, it's starting to look a little dark. And they are calling for thunderstorms, so I think I need to try to walk my way back to the car as soon as possible. So that's it. That is Discovery Harbour in Penetanguishene. Lots of neat architectures and landscapes from the last 200 years or so to walk around and explore. Lucky it's not too busy today. It's a long walk back. All in all, I rather enjoyed it. I thought it was interesting. I didn't really know this place existed. I'm glad I found it. So, yeah. If you like what you see, subscribe, give me that thumbs up, and I'll see what else I can find. It's the blacksmith shop. Very cool. Okay, so that right behind me, this up there by the blacksmith shop, that's actually where they would steam planks for boat repairs to get proper fittings. Pretty cool. Dockyard saw pit. Oh, this is where they would do all the planking for the boats. They would plank, and then they'd send down to the steamer for a proper fitting. Cool. And that's it. That's Discovery Harbour. Pretty fucking awesome.